so excited to do this. Let's bring him right out. First up, the Falcon himself, Anthony Mackie. Guys, you know him as the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan!
Oh no, they put them next to each other. They put them next to each other!
Last but not least, Captain America, Chris Evans!
I got my own seat. No, I don't want it. No, I'm gonna sit right here. Thanks, man.
Guys, I have to ask, I mean, you guys are here to promote Captain America. We gotta talk Captain America. I'm sure you guys talk about it all the time. But the thing I'm wondering if you really have processed is, you guys are part of now a beloved trilogy. Those are rare in this town, right? Trilogies. This is the Captain America trilogy, right? How does that feel now to know, like, kids? Because in Civil War, they're talking about that old movie with Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. But now you're in a beloved trilogy that we've been talking about for ages. Have you processed that?
Yeah, I suppose. I think when you sign up for the Marvel universe, you understand that you're going to be a part of a kind of collection of films with a group of people that hopefully will stand the test of time. So it's a real cocktail of emotions. It's exciting, it's a little daunting, but overall, it's a blessing.
I want to push that. So let's go back, because I want to walk through them a little bit. But 2011, you sign up for the first Avenger. We can be honest now, because it's successful. Did you really think it would be this popular and big?
I had hopes, the Iron Man movies were so good. You know that, to make a movie, it requires a lot of the people behind the scenes, and the Kevin Feige's, everyone at Marvel. So, and they seem to have the winning formula. So I certainly had high expectations, high hopes. Yeah.
Sebastian, I heard before you were cast as Bucky, there was rumors that you were up for Cap. Is that true?
Well, that was the only role they were casting at the time. So everybody that went out for the movie was going out for that role.
So like in the beginning,
It wasn't anything special.
But in the beginning, as an actor, in the beginning of it, were you like, watching him like, I could have done that?
No, actually, no.
I think everybody on set was thinking that.
I was definitely thinking that.
I'm also curious, if the roles had been reversed, do you think Bucky would be as, protective of Steve the way he has to you?
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. That's their whole story, that they keep kind of changing those roles, so to speak. At the beginning it was very much flipped, and then obviously towards the end, Bucky's the guy that's kind of more in need of help. So
I mean, but Cap really loves Bucky, right? There's memes about it. Do you think Bucky loves Cap
Bucky,
the
should we just
same?
get out of here?
I need some water.
But yes, you do. It's getting hot. Anthony, I gotta go to you. Too much tension. Too much tension. Anthony, you weren't in the first one, but do you remember seeing it and thinking I gotta get a part of this?
Well, no, I remember seeing it. Well, first of all, the franchise got really good when I got in it. It was just good part there for later conversations. No, not at all. I actually like the first Cap. I feel like it's really hard to do an origin story. I feel like every time you see an origin story, there's so much exposition you have to go through. It's really hard for people to sit through it and take in all that information. But I think what Cap was able to do was give you the origin. People saw it and liked it so much they came back again and again. I think that's a testament. The success of the second and third movie is a testament to the really greatness of the first movie.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I'm trying to jump ahead to Winter Soldier. I'm just curious, when you were doing First Avenger, how much, you can't reveal more about Infinity War. Everyone's going to ask that question. I know we're not going to be able to say much.
Oh, I'll tell you the whole thing. You want the story?
But back then, how much, when was the word Winter Soldier introduced? When was Civil War? How much did you actually know then? How much planning was there when you were getting your characters?
I mean, they tell you where they hope things could go. You know what I mean? I think they even said to you, in the beginning of the first Avengers, that Bucky's, trajectory could lead towards Winter Soldier.
Because all it is.
Yeah, I
is
remember
fire.
because I asked Kevin actually at the Civil War and the press thing, you know, even about Spider-Man and the whole thing, and it's funny to think, you always think that they have this massive plan, which they do, but they really don't know sometimes whether it's going to come true. So for him, you know, even back then, I think 5 years ago when he was making the movie, that was a hope, but it's not like they knew for sure that they were.
But the Winter Soldier didn't come up to you in First Avenger, or did it?
It did, like, this is where it goes, this is sort of like the story, but it's all kind of relative to how every movie does, I think, and what the fans really want, what they respond to, so they base a lot of their decisions on that, I think, as well.
In Winter Soldier, there's a significant sort of change to Cap. We actually talked to the Russos about it, like that scene in the boat where you kick the guy off the edge, it's almost like a statement of Captain America kicks ass. Did you notice that? Like, was that important for you as well?
Yeah, I mean, in the first film, you know, Joe Johnston, I love Joe Johnston, but he had an idea of what Cap's abilities were and where the limit is. You know, he is just getting his powers, so I think it's okay to have a ceiling. But when the Russos came on, we really wanted to kind of say, listen, he's not just strong, you know. When he kicks somebody, these are one-hitter quitters. This guy's going down, he's not getting back up. And you really want to kind of show that power. I mean, he's not just Jason Bourne. This has to be something elevated. And so the Russos really, no offense to Jason Bourne, I love Jason Bourne.
I think you just took a shot at Jason Bourne.
I'm not talking.
You realize all super people are from Boston. Right? Batman, Jason Bourne, Cap. I don't know, what is it, the Beans? What is it?
It's well, no, I was
All y'all
gonna say something.
Hey, they're kids here.
But yeah, when the Russos came on, they really wanted to make their mark too, you know, and I think that had to do with a fight style that we haven't seen yet, and I think that comes with his power, his speed, his prowess, you know, and I think they really showed that in that first boat scene.
Anthony, you alluded to this, but I really do applaud you because the Falcon was a huge standout in that movie. I think there weren't as many Falcon fans. So I think you really did surprise people. So congrats on that.
We wanted Ludacris, you know.
I'm just curious though, because I won't name names, but actors have been replaced in these movies. Did you feel any of that need of like, I'm in this, I can't mess this up? Were you throwing it all out there with any of that in mind?
Hell yeah. You know, I came into it late because my whole thing was I had a meeting with the Russo brothers, and they're like, you know, we're doing this movie. We want you in the movie. We can't tell you who you're going to play. We can't let you read the script. We can't give you the storyline, but it's going to be a really good movie.
Great.
I was like, all right, I'm in. Like, that's as convincing as anyone has ever been in my career about that movie. What's up, Jake? Where you going? Come here, you come here, you come here. Scared her.
Mackie certainly has a way with the ladies.
Not trying to brag.
She's
Not trying to
sprinting.
brag. You want a lady to run away, call this guy. She was 3.
He's 3.
First of all.
Sebastian, your character is so different in Winter Soldier. I imagine when you got the script, that was really fun for you.
Yes. No, absolutely. No, for sure. I mean, I was happy I didn't have a mask, really. That was kind of like the thing, you know. But
You did for some, but you got to take it off.
well, not in the. Okay,
Winter
right,
Soldier.
Right.
Sorry,
Yes.
we're about to get to Civil War.
I felt like he was just the quintessential asshole. In Winter Soldier.
Come on, Mackie, there's 3-year-olds here.
That little girl's mom curses.
Kids are.
I heard her mom. I heard her. Literally, that's why she went running back. Her mom started going on, you know, mom.
But yeah, so it was fun. It was fun, or was it?
It was
tough?
fun only because, like, I've never really. First of all, I'd never been involved in any kind of fighting like that, the choreography and stuff. But just the way that the Russo in the streets of Philadelphia. Later on tonight. And but anyway. So the Russos obviously had a very specific way that they wanted to introduce, like, the Winter Soldier character, and that was fun. It was great.
All right, so let's get to Civil War. I know there's a lot of questions. We're gonna get some of those. But when did Civil War come up? When was that during Winter Soldier at any point? Did they talk about it really early? Was that a hopes of like, oh my God, we might go to Civil War?
We were filming Ultron and Kevin Feige kind of came in one day and was kicking around ideas for Cap 3, and he really made a big performance out of it. He had a little manila envelope, and he said, "So, for Cap 3, this is what we're thinking." And he pulled out the Civil War comic book, and I was like, "No, really? That requires Downey." And he said, "I know. We're in talks with him right now." And after that meeting, we went back to set, and we were shooting some scene on Ultron, and Downey came up and said, "Hey, so I think we're gonna do this movie together." And I was like, "Really? Please do this," because you know that's such a big. Fans wanted it. It sends the MCU in a certain trajectory, and so we all had our fingers crossed. But Downey certainly was a big piece of that puzzle. So once he jumped on board, everything fell into place.
So let's get to the question, but there's something that I asked fans online. I have some more I'm going to ask you from fans online, but there was one part in Civil War that I didn't realize this was a thing, but it's a thing. I'm curious if you know it was a thing. For you, for Bucky's character, we find you in Bucharest, you're living this peaceful life, you go and you buy plums. And you don't get to enjoy those plums. You're like this normal guy, all goes to hell. You didn't get to get the plums.
I keep thinking of that show with Will Ferrell did a cameo. Is it Eastbound? And, and he's just, "I'm just trying to get some plums." I can't get that out of my head. Yeah, the guy was just trying to get some plums.
So you never got your plums?
No, I never got to eat them.
He doesn't even eat them. He just takes them home and crushes them.
Some plums, guys. We needed to address that,
I
right?
don't like plums. Those some nice plums.
Thank you to Jack. Those were hard to get. Jack, thank you for getting on. They're good to eat.
We're I'm the Marvel Oprah. You get a plum. You get a plum. Catch it. That guy can't catch. You got it? I'm gonna throw it right at your head. You better catch it. You ready? Oh, lady. You got it? Marvel Oprah giving out plums.
All right, let's go to this beautiful crowd. We have a ton of questions from the crowd, I'm sure. Let's take a couple real quick. There's mics up. I can't see you, but whoever's this side.
Hi guys. First, I just want to say thank you guys for bringing such humor and thoughtfulness to the press jump.
I know your name. Your name's Ricci. Is it? Ricci?
Yeah.
What up, Root? That's our homie. She's like the Indian cap.
Oh, I'm the Indian Falcon.
Oh yeah, I knew you better do it. I told you. You're the Indian Falcon in Philly. We was gonna fight.
You said you would poop yourself.
I told you. Look,
You
I need baby wipes right now.
Okay. No, but seriously, thank you guys. It's been really amazing for a fan to watch the press junket and know that our favorite characters are represented by such cool individuals. So my question is not deep. It's kind of shallow, but it's not about your workout routine. So I was wondering if your character could have any tattoo, what would you give him and where?
That's a good one.
God, what would Cap have? He'd probably have like an American flag, wouldn't he?
Oh, come on, Chris, don't be boring.
You know what I mean? Maybe Peggy Carter's face. Flexes his pecs and makes you smile.
Anthony can't answer.
Sebastian?
I don't know.
December
December 1990. No. It would be like, "Hi, my name is Bucky."
Okay.
Like Memento.
Tattoo his memories on.
Anthony?
I think for Cap, for Falcon right now, he'd probably get Muhammad Ali tattoo.
Thanks, guys.
Good question. Let's get another one over here. It's Bell.
Uh-oh, wrong press conference. You're in Hall F.
Hi.
What happened? Who said something? What happened?
You guys are really good at your jobs.
This question's for Sebastian. I was wondering about the Winter Soldier costume, about the mask. Was it uncomfortable? How you got in the arm?
You know how I had to get in there. I'm not gonna say it for the 57th time.
I just want to hear you say lube, bro.
Yeah,
Just
say lube. Had to get you some KY. That's it. It was a little uncomfortable, you know.
He asked where the pit of the plum went.
I took a little. There you go.
Oh.
See, we're looking out.
Jerry, look how they love each other.
When they're not silly stringing.
But yeah, that's the method of getting in the everything.
everything.
Heard it here first.
You were hungry way out of the question. You were clean. You were free.
You're like the little dude on The Price is Right. You're
That's how I go.
Thank you. We have a cap over here. Oh yeah, cap Winter Soldier cap. Yeah, here we go. Question.
Hi guys, I promise I will not ask about Zola like I did in New Orleans, but today's question is, y'all are all great actors. If you could have any one role, what would it be, what genre, and why?
Like meaning a movie that's already been made?
No, any movie, any role.
Dream role, person to play.
Man. Oh, God.
Disney movie for you, Chris? You're a Disney fan.
Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah.
under the sea.
That'd be your role.
That would be you, kid. That would be good. We gotta make that happen.
Yeah, you can say. You
guys know somebody there, right?
I'd say Prince Eric. That's not my answer, because that's going to be the thing that
You heard it. He's
Chris
playing
wants
Prince
to play
Eric.
Prince Eric.
Who wants to see him play
No.
Prince Eric?
You know, well, this answer isn't going to be much cooler. They've always been flirting with the idea of doing a remake of West Side Story. I always thought that would be cool. I grew up watching that movie, liked it a lot. Some role in that would be cool.
You would be the whitest jet.
Riff. Get in there.
It's like when you're a jet you pan over, it's like you.
An apple pie.
These guys are nuts.
Sebastian, you're thinking. Got one?
I don't know, man. I mean, I gotta redo 48 Hours with Anthony. That's what I gotta do.
Oh, yeah?
I gotta find something like that.
Well, actually, I have a related question. I think good. Well, I was gonna say this came from Stephanie Apostolico online. Someone asked. Oh, there you go. She's here. Someone mapped it out. Cap, Sam, and Bucky traveled 17 hours in that blue bug. So I'm just curious, what did you guys do to pass the time? What was the road trip song? Could we see a buddy cop movie?
I spy with my little eye. It's just...
Punch buggy.
Punch Buggy. You're
pass
in a
a lot of
buggy.
Gas.
A lot of plums.
How did he get in the back seat?
Getting out of the back seat was always tough. The good thing is you never really saw it because they were already in the scene with Chris and Paul Rudd, you know. But you can kind of see like the awkward.
Well, no, but I meant you
in the
kind of got
background.
the bitch seat, is what I'm saying.
You know, I had to take what I could get.
He was okay with that at that point. He's like, all right, I'll take it.
Just stay calm. Just stay calm.
That's pretty much how he was on set all day. It was pretty funny. He's like, I hate this car. Like, I know, dude. And then Chris couldn't drive the car, so it was...
That's outrageous. I drove that car phenomenally.
No. Remember
Come on,
when we were in the garage, you almost hit the wall? You couldn't get it in second gear. Remember
Are you
what
kidding me?
doing with this thing?
Sam, back me up.
No.
This is an absolute fabrication. First of all, the car was like a Tonka toy. And like gear shifting was insane. I drove that car phenomenally.
No.
Sam, back me up here.
He did. No, he did.
I was bombing around those corners.
He
turned it into a Ferrari.
Like, oh no!
Nonsense.
Could we see a Bucky Falcon buddy movie?
See, I would say Lethal Weapon. Instead of 48 hours, Lethal Weapon. That's what
Lethal Weapon would be good. I say we
You would be
do.
great
I say
in
we
that.
do 3 Minute of Baby.
I've been trying to get that with Hemsworth and Pratt forever. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be epic.
Not to like dump you guys.
No, never mind.
Of course, yeah, forget
I'm
that.
just saying.
See that? You know what? You're cut out of it. It's 2 guys and a baby.
All right, well, there's another thing. I do a show called Movie Fights. We have some fans. Where it's a debate show
5
about.
of them. Thank you, 5.
It's a debate show about movie nerdy topics. So this came in from a fan, and I wanted to try and do a quick movie fight with you guys. Which Avenger would truly win a Civil War? You each have to pick one. You can't pick yourself.
Wait, which Avenger?
Which Avenger would you be to really win a Civil War?
To win the Civil
Yes.
War?
Who would you pick out of the Avengers canon?
Wow.
And you have to debate it. Who
I
would you
mean,
pick?
you can't. Vision. Vision is clearly the most powerful.
Sebastian, you can pick somebody else.
Well, I mean, I would say Hulk then. I mean, if you know what I mean?
Anthony?
Just because he's wildly handsome, I would say Thor.
Thor. All right. Why is the other 2 wrong, Anthony? Why would Thor take out Vision and
Well,
Hulk?
because the thing with Thor is a god, so you can't kill a god, and he has great arms. You know what I mean? How come everybody
he's
else,
here.
no one else has like no sleeves? Like he has no sleeves. Why is that so annoying? Put that guy in some sleeves. Makes the chocolate look little, you know?
Guys, listen, I'm going to have you vote on who wins this. All right, that's Thor. What about Hulk?
Come on. I mean, he's insane. He's out of his mind. It can't stop Hulk. He goes through everything.
But the hammer can rip Hulk to pieces.
Yeah, and Vision can pick up the hammer. He's more rational than the Hulk. He has an Infinity Stone in his head. Is Vision? Come on.
Even the Scarlet Witch got rid of Vision. Remember she did her hair.
Yeah, you know what? Ant-Man took you out, so.
No, he didn't know me. Look, this is what I don't understand. Let me help. This is how you can tell someone has never been in a fight. All right? So if you hit somebody more than they hit you, and that person runs away, who won the fight? He ran away, dog. He never landed a punch.
Yeah, I mean, the Scarlet Witch, yeah.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch took out Vision.
Are you changing your answer to
Final
Scarlet
thoughts
Witch?
here. I'm going to vote.
Let's
Scarlet
take a
Witch
vote.
took out Vision.
Thor.
So Thor can hit the Scarlet Witch with the hammer.
All right, that's your final statement. Any final thought on Hulk before I go to
No,
a
I
vote?
mean,
Vision.
not like
Hulk would do
that,
it.
but like,
You're Hulk would lose? Like, what'd you say?
He would win.
He would beat them both. Okay. And the last thought?
I'm sticking with Vision.
All right. Round of applause for Vision. Round of applause for Hulk. Round of applause for Thor.
I just like Chris Hemsworth.
That
guy has great hair. That's like, I want to shampoo that guy.
That was fun. All right, let's take another question over here on this side.
I think it's their turn.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Bye. Here we
Come
go.
back.
Oh, lady, what do you
Hi.
think?
Hello.
I just wanted to say you were all great in the Civil War movie. Thank you for a great movie. My question is for Sebastian Stan.
That's me.
I wanted to know if you could have the Winter Soldier be in any of the MCU movies, not counting the Captain America movies or the Avenger movies, which one would you choose and why?
Careful, because I answered
blow
one of
up
these
the internet.
questions,
You're gonna
and then
break
everyone
the
picks it
internet.
up and they run it like it's what you demanded or
You're
something.
gonna break the internet tomorrow.
I don't know. I mean, there's obviously a very clear answer, but I mean, I'm not gonna maybe say it now. Well, where did he end up? You
Now
know,
we want to know.
where did he end up at the end of the movie? That's
Yeah.
that's the movie you should be in, I think.
Oh yeah, I
Black Panther.
agree. Yeah.
I feel like that would be the natural, but I don't know. You know, I don't know anything. It's always
Lucky and Black
Maybe a
Panther
Black
teaming
Widow
up.
Maybe a Black Widow movie if they make one.
I just want to make sure. What, Anthony? Did you hear that?
I did.
Okay. Just want to make sure he Falcon.
Oh, of course.
I heard that. I heard that she's trying to take my. I see you, baby.
That's another good one.
Good question. Let's go to the other side.
Morning, gentlemen.
Lady.
I'm wondering about your pets. My service dog and I would definitely like to know.
Let's talk about this service dog thing for a second.
Let's do it.
There was a dude with a rabbit on the plane when I came here.
That's not legal. That's not legal at all. Only dogs.
I know your dog.
Oh,
See, service baby. See that?
service baby.
Whoa! That baby came out of nowhere.
Any other thoughts on the pets before we move on?
Don't have. You guys have pets? I have a dog. I have a dog named. He's the best dog too.
His dog is gangster though. His dog is hardcore.
He's such a good dog.
You're sitting there, he just comes and bites you. Maybe it was just me. I remember that.
He literally is a cupcake. He is like.
What's his name?
His name's Dodger.
Remember Airplane?
Of course
When the
it is.
dude goes over to Leslie Nielsen's house and he's like, "What's up? Oh, this is my dog. He's fine." He's like, "Blah." I was on the couch eating chips, and everybody was having a great time, and his dog just comes. I'm like, "What's up, puppy?" And he just jumps on me and like starts chewing on my shirt. He was
You're eating
crazy.
chips.
He's very loving. He's a puppy, you know. He's one, but I really, really scored. You never know what you're gonna get when you rescue a dog, but this guy was just.
Passion, you a dog
Best
guy, cat guy?
True faith.
Man, I mean, I grew up with cats. You know, I've had dogs. I mean, yeah, no, I've had, but then I became allergic, so dog stuff and all.
That's why you don't like
Thank
my
you for the question.
panther.
One more here on this side.
Hi.
Hello.
You guys are fantastic. It's great. Hi. This is my first time here. Never asked a question before. I just was wondering who got the most kisses from Robert Downey Jr. on set?
He kisses Chris every day.
I feel like I might take that one.
You
Yeah.
might take that one. I saw one from Sebastian. He kissed you on the cheek. Do you remember?
It was memorable.
It was
No, I don't know. I don't remember that. But
Anthony, you didn't get one?
I got two. I
You got
counted
two?
mine. Yeah. I remember mine vividly. It's quite nice. Look, the goatee's
Thanks
prickly.
very much.
Thank you. Over here.
Hey guys, so I'm
Uh-oh.
an actor myself, and I was wondering if you prefer doing projects where it's a single movie or something like that, or if there's multiple movies or multiple episodes, so you have more time to build the character.
I'd go with the second one, you know, because it's always kind of nice to come back and rediscover something new.
Does that mean you guys would be open to like TV?
I mean, there's unbelievable TV happening right now. So if the right project came along, obviously, you know, I don't think anyone here is going to say no to good material and a good director and a good role. I think, to be honest, I prefer the kind of individual experience, because if the movie does well enough and, you know, they make enough dollars, whoever made the movie is going to come back for a second. It's almost a little daunting when you know you're kind of locked into this multi-picture thing. I kind of like the idea of kind of each individual experience being an individual experience. And if it goes phenomenally well, then you have the choice of saying, yeah, I could revisit.
Good question.
Hold that baby back up.
There he is.
That's so weird. Look at that. That baby just pops into life.
Such a quiet baby. Like the baby on The Walking Dead.
Random baby flying through.
How would this comes from Jake Grado? How would Team Cap celebrate a victory? Would they go to shawarma? Would they go to ice cream?
I love shawarma. I had the best shawarma in Lebanon.
Of course you did.
Any Lebanese?
You remember where?
I don't. I couldn't say it. It was like I can't remember the name of it. But
Thoughts with Anthony. A new podcast.
today we're talking about shawarma. You have to say shawarma. I said shawarma.
Where would the Beatles stop for a snack?
We should go to miniature golf. We should do that.
Corn dogs.
All right.
Corn dog.
They are good. On a stick?
Corn dog.
Easy, tough guy. We have kids here.
This comes from Brianna Sutton. It's a question for Sebastian. The safe house for Bucky was in Romania. Was that a happy coincidence, or was it something the writers or Russos specifically did because you're from Romania? And that's
Oh,
why?
they definitely specifically did that on purpose, yeah.
Was that nice?
That was very kind of them and nice.
They like you,
yeah,
clearly.
I felt like I connected with some of the people that
speak
brought
the
me to the world.
Another serious, Anthony, does the loss of Riley, this comes from Laura, what are you? Anthony, does the loss of Riley still affect Sam when Rhodey falls? How does that affect Sam moving forward? You didn't really get much time to, get in your headspace to cope with that.
Shot me in the face.
But putting the wings back on, was that,
No, it was. It was very difficult because when you look at Sam's background, his basically his partner in the Falcon program got shot down the same way. So it we actually talked about that with the Russos, but I actually talked about that with the Russos. But yeah, it definitely affects him because it brings back all that stuff in his past.
I gotta ask this question. I know I'm surprised someone hasn't asked it. Who do you want to see in Infinity War? Who would you want to see your characters with? And I'm also curious, what do you think of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel?
Just heard about
Did that happen?
I really hope
It's
that
strong
happens.
rumor.
I
Variety.
love Brie Larson. We did a movie together back in '09. We did Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I cannot say enough about Brie Larson. I think she's phenomenal, and I really hope that happens.
I think they should go outside the box and cast like a dude as Captain Marvel.
No.
Nobody. Oh wow, wow.
One female
Really?
superhero.
Wow, here we go, ladies. Way to go, champ.
Anybody you want to see in Infinity War specifically? Either of you?
Don't hurt
Aside
him.
from you, yes.
Looks like it's time to get back some of those X-Men. Somebody out there's thinking about that, I bet.
That's a good question. Which
Yeah.
X-Men, if you could pick one X-Men to
Halle
tell-
Berry.
Not an
She could
X-Men
be
at all.
Wolverine, she could be Cyclops, she could be whoever she wants. Just how her
Storm?
that super.
Chris, is there a-
Mystique, we need that Mystique.
Mystique.
Steve? All right.
Well, I'd love to work with Fassbender just because he's
Deadpool.
Fassbender. I think he's just great. Him and McAvoy, one of those guys would be great to work with.
Or Deadpool. What about Deadpool?
Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
Have you guys seen Deadpool?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh, man, a little bit too tight.
Ryan would be good for the 3 Men and a Baby movie too.
I would be
Oh,
good.
that's right.
Yeah, well, I was
Your
going with the
cut-
Chris
yeah,
thing, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, hey, Ryan would be great too. He would,
Yeah, you're cut out. It's us two and Ryan.
This comes from Dean Byrne. If you were characters, if you weren't in the Marvel universe and you were in the DC universe, is there a character going to be and why?
Long silence.
Huh?
Everybody say Batman.
Let's go to the audience. Over here, on this side.
I'm eating my
Thinking.
mom.
Oh,
Back up. Thank you, lady.
Thank
Bye.
you.
You guys are so kind.
So
That's
polite.
like the second time this has happened.
Okay. Hi, I'm Twinkle, and my question's for everyone.
Pause.
Since
Twinkle.
I
That's very cute.
thank you.
Hold that baby back up. Yeah! That's our cute meter. The baby just pops in the light.
So my question's for everyone, and I grew up, since I'm Indian, I grew up watching Bollywood films rather than Hollywood films.
I have an Indian friend. She's.
I was wondering if you watched any Hollywood films, which one's your favorite, and if you would like to be in a Hollywood film? I mean Bollywood.
Bollywood film.
Bollywood
I've
film.
watched
Sorry, I'm
tons of
really
Hollywood
nervous.
films. I gotta be honest, I don't think I've seen many Bollywood films. Sorry.
Would you guys be in one?
I've seen one, and I know Chris would kill
Yes.
a Bollywood movie.
Yes,
You really would.
He would kill it.
A lot of dancing, right?
Yeah.
And the girls are so annoyingly beautiful. Like, I don't know where it's like weird science. Like, where do they find these women in these Bollywood movies?
That's how
And
we
it's
feel
just
about
like,
you.
you know? Yeah, Chris would kill it.
We gotta go to India.
We gotta
Yes!
go to India. We gotta do a Bollywood movie.
Yes, you guys have.
You got really excited about that.
She was like, come on down.
thank you for the question. Back
Thank
over
you.
here.
Hi guys, I'm Jen. I teach at a university in Baltimore, and I just finished a class in conspiracy theories where I used Winter Soldier and Hydra to talk about government secret organizations and conspiracy theories.
Sounds like a boring class. I would have
I
slept through
was
that
just gonna
class.
say that Mackie, they got interested in Winter Soldier when you showed up.
Told you.
So,
That's a great class.
but I wanted to ask, what is it about Captain America and your movies that allow for that kind of social, political, and historical commentary?
God, I wish I knew. I think originally it comes from the origin stories. Some of these films are based off of really well-told comic books. Most comic books come from really impressive character arcs. You know, these guys like Stan Lee who wrote these characters initially captivated audiences because the characters were complex and dynamic, and the struggles mirrored life, but they had these elevated abilities, and so there were a lot of avenues for people to identify with while still keeping this fantastical element to kind of keep you entertained. I think I'm done there. I'm not going to keep talking. I can keep talking, but I'm going to put a period there before I ruin it.
Thank you. Other side.
Put that baby up.
Really good transition. I love it, yeah.
I want to come sit on the couch. She'll cry. No. Oh, look at that.
Hi guys.
Hello. What's your question?
Sorry, I have to read it.
Uh-oh.
If you could pick any other actor to play your character, who would you choose and why?
Are you wearing hot pants? What are those?
Yeah,
Come on, that's the
Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn outfit, bro. Suicide
Sorry.
Squad. Come on, dude.
What?
That's great.
I haven't seen the movie.
Well,
Nobody
you should know.
has.
It's not out
Is
yet.
that touche? Will Smith's in that
Do
movie.
we
He looks
want them to
great.
do the job well, or do we want them to be awful?
It's really good.
Oh, okay, really good. I was gonna say.
What was the question? I was looking at
Which
her-
actor would you want to play you if you could have done it? Who would be the Falcon? Who would be Winter Soldier? Who would be?
Oh man, that would be awful. I would cry.
Well, I heard it was Michael B. Jordan was up for the role.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's awesome though.
That's funny.
I don't know. I don't know. Forrest Whitaker, I think he was great Falcon. Forrest Whitaker.
Alice Cooper. The Undertaker.
Ooh, Chris,
All right, I'll
come on.
accept those.
Is that your answer? You give a joke answer?
Yeah.
You give a joke answer?
A real answer?
No, I
No,
thought.
that was a real answer.
Oh, The Undertaker? That's the real answer. All right, Hulk Hogan. God,
Which
I
other
don't know.
Chris would you pick?
What's that?
Which other Chris would you pick?
Which other Chris? Whoa.
Hemsworth has great hair. Dude.
Well, I guess we gotta go Pine just because Hemsworth and Pratt. All right, don't get too excited. I don't want to give Marvel any ideas. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I'd probably go to like an older era. Like I'd want. I was just gonna say that, but you know what? Is he too cool?
I saw it.
Is he too
I saw
cool?
it. No.
Maybe
You
he's
like
too cool.
you like the Boston Steve
I
McQueen.
don't know.
dude.
You know, he's strong, silent type.
Yeah, like you.
Good question. All
I love you
right.
guys.
Other side.
Thank you, Harley. Thank you, Harley.
Hey guys, question for Chris.
That dude does not have on hot pants. Boo. Hold that baby up. Look at that baby. Sorry.
Waiting for to puke one of those.
I know. Maybe just gonna poop on his dad.
Go ahead, questions.
So Chris, in recent interviews, you said if your contract ran out with Marvel, you wouldn't just hang the shield up, you'd pass it to someone. So your personal preference, who would you pass the shield down to?
You did it. You did it.
Would you choose Bucky or would you choose Falcon?
That's a great accent. Where are you from, New Jersey?
I'm from UK.
Yeah, I put that together, guys. It would be good.
Yeah, we figured that
I will cut the shield in half.
And give it
And
to
now
that baby.
Baby says no, the other person should have it.
We'll play a game of
That's
football.
the
That's it.
person.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, honest though, because Falcon now has really stepped it up. Because Winter Soldier's still kind of a dick. No offense to you. I mean,
He's
the
just
character.
looking for some pineapple somewhere, man. Okay, he's all right.
At the end, he does come around. He makes his life a lot more tough.
That's really tough. They both have worthy qualities. They've both been soldiers. They've both gone into battle with Cap. You know, they're both loyal friends.
I would say give it to She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. Throw a real curveball.
You ever realize every time you see a blue chick or a green chick, they're really hot. You've never seen an ugly blue chick. Never. Never.
But you're
seen
just talking about Zoe Saldana.
See, not ugly. She's green.
Blue in Avatar.
See?
Here comes a question from someone online, but I can't pronounce his name. But how did Bucky pay for his rent, bills, and food in Bucharest? Did he have a job? Did you get that into the character?
Pension, man. Pension?
I think I missed that
years.
one. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. With plums?
We didn't even get the damn plums, right?
He was a dancer. Dancing for money, do what you want me to do.
This is another one for you, Sebastian. What was in Bucky's backpack that was so important? Those was memories, right? His memories were in there to help him remember things.
Couple Gatorades.
Was there any? Gatorades or anything else?
Some
electrolytes.
Was there any specific memory or anything?
Us Weekly. No, it was just, that's all I ever thought about. It was just the guy was like, you know, what was he doing with his time? He was just frantically like writing all the time, you know? But it was just probably, that.
All right, fair enough. Chris, this comes from Brian Nussbaum. Did you enjoy playing the Human Torch? How does that compare to being in the MCU?
Oh no.
I loved playing the Human Torch. I miss playing that guy. He was a lot of fun, you know. He loved life, and you know, he actually got to make jokes. So one thing I've had to kind of say goodbye to is as Captain America. He doesn't always get the humor, but language. And you know, I gotta be honest, I didn't want that line. I fought Joss a little bit. But you know what? It ended up being literally people on the street are like, language! I'm like, wow, I guess it worked. Yeah, Cap's a little square, but that's who he is. Human Torch, you know, he was fun and he was full of life, and I'm a little bit more similar to him as a person, so it was fun to come to set and just have energy, and that was at a time in my career where I was just so excited just to be on a set and have a job. So the whole experience has a really sweet connection. Come on, put that baby up.
I'm curious, because everyone debates this everywhere, but what's your favorite MCU movie?
I'm still a big Iron Man 1 guy, but I also really like Winter Soldier. Between those two.
Sebastian?
No, it's definitely those two, and I just have a feeling that Black Panther's going to be really great.
I would say Civil War.
Yeah.
I think when you look at Civil War, pound for pound, story, action, it's kind of the best culmination of all of the different elements of Marvel coming together.
Yeah.
Are there any villains you want to see come back, particularly like Red Skull coming back?
No.
Yeah,
well, you know what it means, the Red Skull.
Hugo's phenomenal.
Yeah, he is.
I know it was tough for him making that movie. That prosthetic. We'd be doing fight scenes, and he would kind of in the middle of the fight scene say, wait, and turn his head and just push on his ear, and a fountain would just drop out of his head. So I know it was a challenge for him, but he's so good. I'd love to see him come back. Yeah.
All right, we have like a minute left. I want to try and get quickly. Which side was this side? Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, I just want to say that you guys are like amazing. But that's not my question.
Oh.
So this one's for Chris. So in the helicopter scene in Civil War, when you're pulling it back with your arm, I was just wondering, is that like just your arm, or are there special effects? 'Cause it's like huge.
No, that was just my arm. And you know what? I gotta be honest, I really took a page out of Mackie's book on this one, because when we were doing Ultron, before certain takes, you know, you try and work out before each take, but there were a bunch of scenes where I was the only one doing it, and I would be embarrassed, and I would feel shame or something, so I didn't do it that often. And then when we started Civil War, even on Winter Soldier, like, Mackie has no shame. And before each take, Mackie's just curling weights, and I was like, yeah, what am I doing? Curl some weights. Who cares? I'm worried about like 20 people judging me as opposed to like 200 million, like, seeing it forever. So, I'm not gonna lie, before that scene, I was lifting a lot of weights and trying to get, that wasn't just like I woke up and looked like that. I was lifting weights for hours prior to filming that.
Well, could do this forever. Sadly, we're out of time. But
one last question.
Let's do it. Thank you. One more.
Thank you.
on the arm train here. Sebastian, how do you feel about losing the arm?
It's sad, you know.
You can put another one back on, right?
It was nice.
Install a new
I'm
one.
gonna miss the lube.
Save so
and-
much money. Save so much money on the Sam's and Costco's run for lube.
Sam's Costco run. No, we will not get that DVD. But you know, it's always exciting what's gonna go there instead, and what's gonna replace it.
Chainsaw?
Like a machine gun?
You know.
Wait, turn the light on. We got to see this baby one more
One
time.
more baby.
Yeah!
Always make sure you go to the floor to get your autographs, photos with these guys. How about a round of